School bus driver Rick drives a group of rowdy Catholic schoolboys after class is let out. Afterwards, Rick gathers his friends, child photographer Jay, incompetent auto mechanic Rudy, retail ticket seller Gary, and illiterate waiter Ryko, for a big announcement at the restaurant where Ryko works. Rick claims he is marrying his girlfriend, Debbie, but the other men are skeptical. However, Jay rallies their support, and insists they throw Rick a bachelor party that coming Saturday night. Rick assures them that nothing will change their friendship. Meanwhile, Debbie shares the wedding news with her friends at the hip new wave clothing store where she works, but notes her wealthy parents are not pleased with her choice of mate. Later, Rick promises Debbie, during a dinner at his apartment, there will be no prostitutes at his bachelor party. The next day, Rick's brother, Dr. Stan Gasco, advises Rick not to get married because he will lose his freedom. Afterward, Rick and Debbie play tennis with her parents at the estate, but Rick's future father-in-law does not appreciate his antics as he hits tennis balls over the court fence. Debbie's cousin, Eileen, scoffs at Rick's ability to be faithful, and Mr. Thompson encourages Debbie's ex-boyfriend, Cole Whittier, to dissuade Rick. Cole offers Rick $5,000 and an assortment of appliances to break up with Debbie. Later, at Rick's apartment, Debbie expresses anxiety about the wedding and their future, and Rick attempts to calm her. On Saturday night, Rick and his friends assemble at the Parkview Hotel in downtown Los Angeles for his bachelor party, while Debbie's friends throw a bridal shower at her parents' home. Elsewhere, Gary hires a pair of prostitutes for the party, but Cole redirects them to Debbie's shower. At the hotel, Jay introduces an old friend, Brad, who is estranged from his wife and intoxicated on drugs. The men watch a pornographic film, but the explicit sections have been removed. Meanwhile, the prostitutes arrive at the Thompson home by mistake and put on a raunchy sex show to the dismay of the guests. At the bachelor party, the men torment Gary because the prostitutes have not arrived. Cole offers Rick his new Porsche in exchange for Debbie, and Rick feigns interest to allow Rudy to borrow the car. To get even with the men for the prostitute mix-up, the bridal shower moves to a strip club featuring male dancers. Rick's friend, Michael, a bartender at the club, telephones Rick. With the help of Michael, Rick's friends play a prank on the ladies. Meanwhile, Gary hires more prostitutes from a pimp named Raja. When Rick and his friends return to the hotel, they find Brad half-heartedly attempting to overdose in the bathroom, and Rudy returns Cole's Porsche, now customized with racing flames and gaudy accessories. Gary finally arrives with the prostitutes and the bachelor party begins in earnest. If you have come this far in the video, please subscribe to this channel to never miss amazing content like this. As other hotel guests arrive uninvited, Brad attempts to slit his wrist with an electric razor in the bathroom. Rick gives him a pep talk, telling him life will turn around for him. Gary unknowingly makes love with a transvestite. Jay is concerned because Rick has not had sex with anyone at the party, and sets him up in a bedroom with an attractive friend named Tracy. However, Rick declines because he loves Debbie. Using a crossbow, Cole fires 2 bolts at Rick from a nearby window, but misses. Raja arrives at the bachelor party looking for the prostitutes when they fail to return after the agreed-upon 45 minutes, and threatens to send his enforcer, the hulking, 7-foot-tall Milt. Meanwhile, Debbie, her mother, and her friends arrive at the hotel dressed as prostitutes, planning to surprise Rick and company. However, they are mistaken by Milt as the real prostitutes, and he delivers them to a room of Japanese businessmen. Rick, Jay, and Rudy find Cole and have Tracy trick Cole into removing his clothes, then dangle him naked out the window with strung-together bed sheets. Coincidentally, Mr. Thompson gives a keynote speech at the same hotel and sees Cole enter the lobby naked. Stan and Ryko steal a mule and sneak it into the hotel for use by an exotic dancer named Desiree. The mule ingests Brad's supply of methaqualone, snorts cocaine, and drops dead. The guys attempt to get the dead mule out of the hotel, but accidentally leave it in an elevator. Elsewhere, Debbie's cousin, Eileen, throws herself at the Japanese businessman, giving Debbie and their friends a chance to escape. Following his speech, Mr. Thompson checks on the bachelor party and is disgusted by what he sees. When he threatens to tell Debbie, Jay photographs him in a compromising position with some of the prostitutes. Debbie, meanwhile, locates the bachelor party and discovers Rick has been faithful, but also sees her father with the prostitutes. At the behest of the hotel manager, who had discovered the dead body of the mule in the elevator, the police arrive and the guests disperse. During the bedlam, Cole kidnaps Debbie and steals a highway maintenance truck. Rick and his friends pursue them in Rick's school bus to a multiplex movie theater. Rick fights Cole in a theater that's playing a 3D science fiction film, defeats Cole, and wins Debbie's freedom, while Brad, feeling remorse for the death of the mule, crashes the bus through the wall of the multiplex building and right into the theater playing the sci-fi 3D movie. The entire 3D audience thinks that the crashing bus through the movie screen is part of the movie's 3D gag and respond with cheers and applause. Sometime later, Rick and Debbie finally get married. After saying goodbye to their friends, they leave the wedding on Rick's school bus, which is chauffeured by the manic Brad. The sign on the back of the wedding bus reads, "Just having sex." I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comment section below which movie you want us to recap next. As always, until the next time.